Man, let's be cordial. Motherfucker! I'm gonna you up! I'm gonna you up! You little short little midget!
That's what we want, Amado. That is what I'm talking about. I would have liked it to be a slap in the face, boom. But it seems like Amado Vargas is finally about business. Don't let this guy call your mama torta. What did he just say? At the weigh-ins right now, I'ma beat the beans and tacos out of your stomach. Hell nah. Hell nah. You cannot let this man say those type of things, do those type of things without repercussions. And I am telling you guys right now, it seemed like Amado Vargas, who was coming up to Dean the Great during the weigh-ins today and was like, hey, let's be cordial, and just automatically pushes him, boom, is about getting to business. And, you know, we would have liked it way more yesterday. We would have liked it if he jumped over the tables and started getting down. But I do like the aggressiveness that we've seen at the weigh-ins today. The problem is, you see Dean the Great get the mic and start laughing at the weigh-ins, right? Say, oh, this is perfect. This is exactly what he wants. Amado, do not fight with your hands down, even if you think you're the better boxer in this fight. You think you're technically more sound. You do get tired. There are fights where, you know, where you're chunking it and your hands go down to the hip and you're throwing from the hip. If you do those things against Dean the Great, you guys, don't underestimate this fool. This fool might come in here and catch Amado Vargas with a counter coming in and absolutely rock him, possibly drop him if Amado Vargas ain't on his P's and Q's. That, to me, is what's going to matter the most in this fight. Don't let all this get to you. It seems like it's getting to him. Amado Vargas unleashing it at the weigh-ins today. We're going to see if the mind games and what Dean the Great has done to Amado Vargas, the Vargas dynasty, we are going to see if it has an impact in this fight. We have seen many people use these tactics before. There's just one person that I want to point out, Conor McGregor on Jose Aldo. What happened? What was Conor doing? Saying the most disrespectful things to Jose Aldo and his country. Talking about riding into his favela with his people from his area on a horseback, slaughtering everybody there. It was disrespectful. Jose Aldo looked like he was letting it get to him. What happens? First round, he comes out with his hands down, comes out swinging, lunging in, and gets caught with a counter and gets put to sleep. And it was history after that. It is very possible that that is what Dean the Great is trying to do to Amado Vargas. And another thing, Amado Vargas, don't get too excited after the first 3 rounds. It is a 6-round fight. Don't go in here overexcited, over anxious to step inside that ring, and in the first 3 rounds, absolutely go berserk, because however over anxious you are going into this fight, stay composed. That is what Dean the Great is trying to do, is trying to get you uncomposed. You must come into this fight and stay composed for all 6 rounds. If you start putting down your hands in the 3rd or the 4th round with this rehydration clause that is on Amado Vargas, I actually do think it could be detrimental. And I do think Dean the Great will see opportunities to be able to counter Amado Vargas if Vargas comes out too anxious, too excited, and doesn't came in with the right game plan. Dean the Great, on selling this fight and making this an even fight by getting Amado Vargas nervous and all this and that, it is actually benefiting him a lot. It's a great game plan. He's selling the fight. I know. The Latino world is pissed off at this dude. That is why the fight is taking place tomorrow, and Amado Vargas will be able to go in there and put bout to us, my people. This is going to be an absolutely fantastic fight. Now, I want to talk about Andrew Tate getting punked, getting made flinched by Chase Demoor.
mind games are going to work on Andrew Tate? Wait,
Not at this point. It's
He's
all
too worried
done.
about it.
Oh, there's a little bit of a
Scared.
little bit.
Did Chase Demoor just make Andrew Tate flinch? You guys, I'm going to be the first one to say this. That does not matter at all. You can tell by the stance that Andrew Tate was standing in as he was facing off with Chase Demoor. It seemed like he was in his Cobra state, right? He's standing in his stance, got his hands up like a goddamn samurai karate dude, and seems to be staring into the eyes of Chase Demoor. And Chase Demoor staring him down, leaning forward, gives him a little punk, makes Andrew Tate flinch. But I do believe that the reason why Andrew Tate flinched was because he was in that Cobra state waiting for Chase Demoor to make a move, to make the slightest little move. And Andrew Tate was gonna flinch because he was gonna dodge it. He was He was gonna do something, my friends. That's exactly what that type of flinch was right there. Now, stepping into the scales, Andrew Tate gives me 100% more confidence that he's gonna go in here and wipe the floor with Chase Demoor. He looks absolutely ripped. He looks like he's in the best shape of his life. Andrew Tate makes the weight at 199 pounds, and telling you guys right now, Chase Demoor might have been the more naturally bigger guy. Came in at 230 pounds. Andrew Tate 199. But Andrew Tate is looking big and solid as hell, my friends. I don't think Chase is that much bigger. And skill-wise, I think there's a big, big gap. Now, don't get me wrong, man. I love Chase Demoor personality, the way he comes in here and actually acts like one of the most dumbest content creator boxers that we have in the game. But I do find it entertaining. I do find him having this WWE self-belief that I see in him. And I don't know, I do know it's not going to be enough to beat Andrew Tate. I know that for a fact, but I appreciate it. And I thought the weigh-ins today were absolutely exciting, my friends. Tony Ferguson versus Warren Spencer. This is going to be an action-packed fight. I can't wait for seeing Tony step onto the scale. It's Tony time, my people. It is El Kukui Tony time. Hey, let's go, man. Let's go. We're just a couple hours away from Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua live on Netflix tonight. And tomorrow, Andrew Tate versus Chase Demoor. Amado Vargas, the Vargas dynasty versus Dean the Great, my people. I can't wait.